I'm interviewing a special guest, Andrew DiDonato. Andrew is a former member of the infamous New York Mafia family, the Gambino crime family. There is a book published on Andrew titled Surviving the Mob. It is co-authored by Dennis Griffin. I highly recommend going out and buying the book. It is a very intriguing book, a real look into the modern mafia. So Andrew, how did you progress to getting your foot in the door initially with the Gambino family?
It just so happened this my whole life. What happened was I was a young kid doing bad things, and I happened to live on the same block as a Gambino crime family captain did, and I was friendly with his children. Mm-hmm. And I was out there committing crimes, and a lot of my friends were doing so as well. They were a little older than me. They were already considered associates of the Gambino crime family. So as I'm doing these things, unbeknownst to me, there's bosses in the Gambino crime family who know what my activities are. So one day, a friend of mine comes to me and says, listen, he says, we're going to be going to East New York to go see our guy, who at the time was Nicholas Corazzo. And he said, Nicky wants to see you. He wants you to come with us, and he wants to speak to you about something. And so I went, I was a little nervous at first. I thought maybe I did something wrong, and so I didn't know what to do. I got there, and I walked in the club, and, it was a little surreal for me. There was, 20, 30 guys hanging around, guys I seen in my neighborhood, every day. And Nicky walked right up to me and goes, hey, kid, how you doing? He goes, come here, I want to speak with you. Pull me over to the side. He said, listen. He goes, I know exactly what you're doing. He goes, and I want you to know that you got friends here now. So when you're doing these things and you're in the street, you have any problems, you come here. So here on in, anybody bothers you for what you're doing, you tell them to come and see me. He says, if you need me for anything or need a favor, he says, or you need me to help you get rid of something or whatever, you come here. This is like school. Don't ever miss a school day. He said, because here, if you miss a day, you're not being a good friend to these guys around you. Because these guys now are your friends, and they can help you in any way possible. Right. And then from there on in, I realized that, I was going to be a part of a bigger entity. And, I just, I was a kid. So to me, it was like, okay, and then I went out tomorrow, and I was doing the same things I always did, but only now I had resources. I had people to turn to. I had resources that I never had before. Right. So I started utilizing those friendships and those resources to make more money and get involved in other things. And as I started getting a little older, my crime started escalating. And next thing I know, I'm a seasoned, street guy, robbing and stealing, double-fisted, thinking of different ways to make money for Nicky, and that's how it transpired.
Right, so obviously at that point, you knew who Nicky Corazzo was, right?
Yeah, of course, because I lived 3 doors away from Nicky's brother, Jojo.
Right.
What happened was where I lived in Brooklyn, I used to hang around with Jojo's sons, Rocco and Joseph. Rocco and Joseph were very good friends of mine. I hung out with them every day. And, of course, I knew who Jojo's father was. And I knew that his brother was that because my friends were already turning into Nicky. And so I had full knowledge of it. My history, my family members, my uncle was a captain in the Genovese crime family. So, it wasn't new to me. But the only thing that was new to me was now that I was involved on my own. It wasn't my uncle. It wasn't a friend of mine that I knew. It was me involved now. It was me being a part of this. That's the only thing that changed.
Right. So, yeah, because I actually read it in your book that you're like going back, your family history with organized crime, was it your great uncle was?
Yeah, well, he was really my cousin, but being the age difference, I always called him uncle because out of respect, he always had that. He was my father's godfather. He was my grandmother's brother's son.
Okay. Right. Okay? So it's like, yeah.
He's a bigger than life figure. In my family, there was nobody better. He was a very respected individual in my family and within the street, and he got caught up in the politics of organized crime like some do, and he lost his life to it. And so did my cousin, his son, lost his life as well. And it was a very sad day for my family when that happened. You know, and you know that you would have thought that as a young kid I would learn a lesson from it, but it didn't deter me. Instead, I found myself knee deep in that stuff when I got a little older.
Right. Did you ever find out like who was behind their hit?
I always knew that the order came down from a guy named Funzi Thierry. Funzi Thierry was the street boss of the Genovese crime family,
right?
But he wasn't the real boss. He was just the street boss. So FBI and other law enforcement wouldn't know who the real boss was. But
right.
Funzi Thierry was a gangster's gangster. I mean, this guy was a sharp guy. He was a generous guy with money. He was a shrewd businessman. And for many years, my uncle revered him. My uncle loved this guy. You know, if I remember correctly, he christened my cousin. So I know full well that my family was very loyal to Funzi. And then my uncle and him had a falling out. And he was the boss and my uncle wasn't. So I knew my uncle, you know, got caught up in it. When you got a problem with the boss, you know, you're not long for this world.
Right.
And that's what happened with my uncle.
Right.
And years later, I found out who did it, but I was already in federal prison when I found out who the actual shooter was in my uncle's homicide. And had I been on the street, it would have been a different story, because I definitely would have revenged that death, 100%.
Right. So it was a guy that was still out on the street when at that point, or was he kind of already out of the picture?
No. He was an active member of the Genovese crime family.
Wow. Okay.
And he was on the street, but I didn't know it when I was on the street.
Right.
When I was on the street, I knew that Funzi gave the order, but Funzi died in 1980.
Right.
The guy who actually did the shooting was a guy named Sally Dawes.
Oh, okay.
Sally Dawes was a Genovese capo from the Bensonhurst area.
Right.
Now, he was a well-respected guy, and, you know, I knew of Sally, and I knew some of his family members and stuff like that, and, you know, and I always carried myself well, and I had respect for them. But at the end of the day, had I known this, I would have went all out and did what I had to do, but I didn't.
Right.
Sally Dawes died in prison. He was away for selling junk. As a matter of fact, when I was in Otisville federal facility on my charges, and I was in the population there, and that's when I found out about him, you know, clipping my uncle, and he was supposed to be coming down on a case. So I pretty much had my fingers crossed that he would come to Otisville.
Right.
Because if he came to Otisville, you know, I would have did what I had to do. But at the end of the day, you know, it wasn't meant to be. And, you know, God had a different plan for me.
Right. Absolutely. No, I mean, you know, just like, you know, in your book, and obviously the people listening to this need to go out and pick up the book, but, you know, the incident in your book where the individual obviously got very lucky that a lady happened to be on the same street when you were, you know, obviously gonna do him in. So, you know.
Well, what happened was I was involved in a situation back in 1988. I shot this man on the street. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not proud of it by any means, Scott, but I shot this individual in the head, and I was gonna put more bullets in his head at the time, and some lady came walking down the driveway, and that deterred me from that. I turned away so she couldn't see my face.
Right.
I got into the car and I drove away, and her coming down that driveway was a blessing.
Absolutely.
Because it turned a would-be murder into an attempted murder, and I did get convicted on that case, and I would have probably spent the rest of my life in prison on that case, and instead I wind up doing 5 years.
Right. Yeah, in a lot of ways, for sure, she was a guardian angel, ultimately, for you, you know? So.
Exactly. It definitely did, you know, because, you know, when I look back upon it, you know, I think back upon it, that shooting is something that I regret. I really do. You know, it could have been handled another way. I was just too immature at the time to handle it in a different way. And I thought that that's the way it needed to get done. And as I'm older now, I realize that I could have did it in 1,000 other ways. But
Right.
back then, I thought I had too much to prove.
Right. Well, and two, I mean, that shows that, you know, how you've progressed to be, you know, a better person, to realize, you know, the multiple ways that something like that could be handled, you know, but obviously you were in a different, you know, a different place in your life. But
different priorities. That's because I thought, you know, the street's always watching,
Right.
and any signs of weakness, they eat you alive. And
Right.
I would never be that person. They
Right.
would never ever see me that way. So for me, I felt like it was something that I had to do. That's the peer pressure of the life, where you always feel like you got to react because you know that all the other wolves are out there watching, and if you don't handle your business, they're going to come after you. And that's the way I perceived it.
Right, absolutely. So, like, in your book, you know, it seemed like, I mean, obviously you were an associate of Nicky's crew, but it you know, it seems like to some extent, I guess, as much as somebody like that could trust somebody, I mean, obviously there's probably zero trust always, because it seems like people are constantly scheming each other. But I mean, it seems like you were kind of privy to, you know, information, you know, from within the crew.
When you're around every day, you're going to hear things. They're gonna ingratiate you
Right.
with certain conversations, and there is, I wouldn't say ultimately there is an underlying mistrust amongst each other, but we also come to realize that without each other we can't survive.
Right. Now, did he, you know, I mean, did you ever hear anything where he was considering putting you up, you know, to be a made guy at some point?
All I can tell you is that back in the late 80s, I was doing very well.
Right.
I was making a lot of money. I had proven myself on numerous occasions that I was capable of, you know, I could be a weapon in Nicky's arsenal if he needed me. And that was my best opportunity, was back then, back in the late 80s, because I was full-fledged making a ton of money. And let's face it, organized crime, all it is money. I was making good money. My friends and my alliances were where they needed to be. I was a force to be reckoned with where I lived and where I was operating. But then that case that we just discussed took me off the map for 5 years. So
Right.
It didn't happen. It never came to fruition.
Is it fact or fiction in the modern mob that a guy has to, you know, is required to clip someone to become a made guy? Is that?
Years ago, it was a necessary evil. You had to make your bones. You had to go out. You had to do work.
Right.
A lot of guys, they got around the work because they might have had an uncle who was in the life or a father who was in the life. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. There was a guy years and years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Gambino guy. His name was Louis Brageau. Louis Brageau was a captain in our family. I come to hear a story years ago that when they were looking to straighten out Louis Brageau never did no work. So what they did was they made somebody else did the work, and they gave Louis Brageau the credit.
Wow. Just so, like, as far as like the other families would know, they would think that he actually clipped somebody.
Well, the whole idea is that no other captains or bosses within our family will put in the beef that this guy never made his bones.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave him the credit for the actual homicide within the family, and meanwhile, he didn't break an egg at that time. Now, I don't know what he did years later, but I know when he got straightened out, it was a facade.
Right. Unbelievable. I mean, it's almost like what's the point of having a protocol if people aren't going to go by the protocol? I mean, you know.
Well, because there's politics involved, and guys want to get their family members in because if they're making money and they go into prison, they want to make sure they have somebody they can trust in the spot so that they keep on making the money.
Right. Well,
and that's all it comes down to. You know, that's why nepotism came in.